Hello and welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're having a magical day. Thank you for taking the time to support the channel. My name is Hello Good Game, and I am pleased to be your host within this Magic the Gathering Arena Deck Guide video, playing in Standard Best of 1 Mythic rank with a non-Dino Gruul build. Still a red and green aggro deck. However, I think I can outpace the popular build, which is Dinos. We'll break down the deck list in depth, discussing both the strategies and synergies held within, giving you a deeper understanding of how to effectively pilot the deck, so you're getting those W's, as well as demonstrating furthermore within our Mythic Ranked gameplay footage against the best decks as well as players in-game. Finally, wrapping up with our concluding thoughts, deck review, and channel news. If you want to help out and support the cause, it's easy peasy lemon squeezy. Just drop a like. A simple thumbs up goes a long ways. If you have any thoughts or concerns within the video, I'd love to see your comment down below as well. Furthermore, you can subscribe to the channel for future content. And finally, in the link within the description below, you can join the community Discord if you're ever looking for help building a deck, or, just within the Magic client in general. Lord knows it has its bugs. So cheers. Again, thank you all so much, and let's take a look at the new Gruul aggro deck.
It's a new lap record!
The non-Dino variant of this deck is absolutely phenomenal. 60 card standard best of 1 build with a 2.8 average mana value, sitting on 24 land with 23 creatures and 13 non-creatures. So a very nice blend here between our creature to non-creature ratio. First things first, building the deck around a card that you might not expect. The Ascendant Packleader, 1 mana, 2 power, 1 toughness. When it enters the battlefield, it will do so with a +1/+1 counter on it if you control a permanent with mana value 4 or greater. Great. And whenever you cast a spell, if its mana value was 4 or greater once it's already in play, then you'll put a +1/+1 counter on the pack leader as well. A card that really no one's playing because of the focus on the wolf creature type, in which we are not. Werewolves are fun, I get it. And I think that, maybe there's room for them, but at a certain point, you are now boxed in, much like the Dino deck, and I feel like that could potentially reduce your ceiling as a whole if you were just to play the deck based on the good cards, okay? So the pack leader's phenomenal with us for a few reasons. The first and foremost is the Witchstalker Frenzy for 4 mana, instant speed spell. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each creature that's attacked this turn, and it will deal 5 damage to target creature. Keep in mind, this is a 4 mana spell that we can reduce to as little as 1 mana, which will push up our pack leader regardless of how much mana we spend on it, as the spell's mana value is still 4 or greater. So this is absolutely one of my favorite synergies within the deck. On a similar note, we will be utilizing the Molten Monstrosity for 8. A 5/5 with trample, and this spell will cost X less to cast, where X is the greatest power among creatures that you control. We have a very aggressive deck that focuses on having those powerful creatures, so it's not uncommon to reduce the monstrosity, to 3, 2, and potentially even 1 mana later on in the game, which is great. Again, casting it for less than 4 is our goal to push up the pack leader for, that free value. Lastly, the Skullspore Nexus, 8 mana. X less to cast, where X is the greatest power among creatures that you control, and whenever 1 or more non-token creatures you control dies, create a green fungus dinosaur with total base power and toughness equal to that creature's power, which is great. Very cool. And or equal to the total power, right? If multiple things die at once, right? Furthermore, you can pay 2, tap it to double target creature's power until the end of turn, which is really, really cool, right? So its mana value is higher than 4, pushing up the pack leader. We can cast it for less than 4, which is phenomenal. Furthermore, we can double the power of our creatures, many of which have trample. Great news for us here as well. Finally, if there is non-exile based removal, you know, we can continue to apply pressure for these dinosaur tokens, which is great. You know, a couple other things that we can utilize with the pack leader. Tyvar Stand for 1 mana plus X, instant speed. Target creature you control gets +X and gains hexproof as well as indestructible until the end of turn. Now we can utilize this earlier on throughout the match, but later on, you know, why wouldn't you take that free value, right? As well as the Shivan Devastator for 1+X, a flying haste dragon that enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it, base power and toughness 0, which is great. Again, the haste here is phenomenal. The fact that we can dump our mana into it late game is also very good. And, you know, not very hard to do because we will be flooding the field with land thanks to Kodama of the West Tree, a 3 mana, 3 power, 3 toughness creature with reach. Modified creatures you control have trample. That will, in our case, be creatures with +1/+1 counters. And whenever a modified creature deals combat damage to an opponent, we will search our library for a basic land card, putting it into the battlefield tapped, then shuffling, which is absolutely phenomenal. So it's very easy to flood the field with land, pulling multiples each attack, so we can really dump into the stand the Devastator, and worst case scenario, hardcast the Nexus and the Monstrosity, right? It's fine. You probably won't have to do that, but it's nice to have a backup plan. Okay, so how are we going to be getting these +1/+1 counters on all of the creatures? First and foremost, Inti, Seneschal of the Sun, 2 mana, 2/2. Whenever you attack, you may discard a card. When you do, put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature. It gains trample until the end of turn, which is very nice. And whenever you discard 1 or more cards, exile the top card of your library, and you may play that card until your next end step, giving us card advantage and deck cycling here as well. Always great to see. Applying those +1/+1 counters and trample for the turn is pretty cool. The Beastcaller, 2 mana, 2/2. Whenever a creature spell is cast from yourself, put a +1/+1 counter on the caller, and when it dies, distribute those counters among any number of target creatures that we control, which is cool. Finally, Kumano faces Kakkazan, 1 mana. When it enters, 1 damage to each planeswalker and opponent that they control, not your planeswalkers, oddly enough. Whenever you cast your next creature spell on your following turn, it will enter with an additional +1/+1 counter, which is great. That's kind of what we're looking for here. And then finally, Etching is a 2/2 with haste, and if a creature our opponents control would die, dealt by a source that we control, it's going to be exiled instead, which is pretty cool. So really, any blockers are going straight to exile, limiting any recursion, which is great. And of course, the capstone of the deck, Halana and Alena Partners, 4 mana, 2/3, first strike and reach. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put X +1/+1 counters on another target creature you control, where X is their power. That creature gains haste until the end of turn, which is kind of crazy. So it's nice to focus our counters on Halana, and then she will put out, or they will put out more counters in turn, which is really cool with the Nexus, because you can double its power. It's really cool with the stand. You can push it there. You can focus the Kumano counter there. You can focus the Inti counters there. If the Beastcaller dies, you can focus your counters there, right? Which is great. We love to see it. Its mana value is 4 or greater, pushing up the pack leader, coming full circle throughout our deck here. We have the Crucible of Defiance, Who Endures, as our utility lands, alongside the Ridgeline as our creature land, a 3/4, and another attacking creature gets +2/+0 until the end of turn, untapping it as well. So nice. Increased damage output here, and reach after a potential field wipe, as well as some basic lands, again, for Kodama, his ability. I'm going to mix Kumano and Kodama up all gosh darn day. Regardless, a phenomenal non-dinosaur based Gruul deck that is able to compete against the best of them, thanks to what I would only describe as the Ascendant Packleader synergy within the spells, in which we're easily able to reduce without really actually hurting the deck and still providing value. Like, comment, subscribe, become a YouTube member, join the community Discord if I can, help with anything, of course. But most importantly, kick back, relax, and enjoy today's gameplay. And now, a quick word from today's sponsor. Welcome to Kaiju Kakkazan, a world where strategic chess moves fuse with the thrilling fantasy of MTG. Plan your tactics, cast powerful spells, and outmaneuver your foes. In this game, every piece is crucial, every decision counts. Your battle awaits. Let's go! 3 land. What could go wrong? Oh, you'll see. Yeah. Turn 2 Collar, turn 3 Kodama, grab some forests and play our Nexus. I'll allow it. We will be hitting for hopefully 4 as well. Danger 2, counter magic and removal. Exposed 2. They don't even wait, I guess. Kodama hits. It doesn't have any counters though, unfortunately. Not Kodama, Kumano. Which is fine. I guess we will investigate. Trying to. They like the removal, yeah? I get it. I guess it would go, but we may as well leave it in deck. Oh, it hits double land. Interesting. Wowzers. Who Endures is active through our channel currently. Jace is going to mill us? No, I don't think so. They must have a field wipe next turn. Can I get some haste, maybe? Only hitting for 4. Could we just play this and immediately activate it? For 6, 7. What's this originally? 6. So it would be 3. We actually still wouldn't be able to cast it. Maybe we keep this in hand. For now. I'm going for it. We get the land as well. Thinning our library, so our draw chance percentage is increased towards the non-creatures within our deck. Sorry, non-lands.
All your hopes and dreams were for nothing.
30 cards. Do they have the field wipe? I could have killed Jace. That's one of those things. It's like, take the bet. What do you want to do? If it's a depopulate, we're good. They're looking at the rest of the deck. They see the Devastator. It's a Sunfall. Oh my god, gross. Haste off the top, no. But this is good. Let's clean up their walker. Take him to 2. Play a fairly formidable threat. Unfortunately, we didn't have a creature land in play. Right? 4 cards in hand. They most likely have more removal. We are at 29 in deck. They may also just have life gain, which isn't great. We have a lot of damage output within the Nexus. And Shivan Devastator that we're, you know, about to top deck in a few moments. Obviously. Right? I think so. It's better than not. They are digging. Do they find? Looking at the top 4, 2 into hand. They don't get it. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Did you ever expect a Molten Monstrosity to win a game of Magic ever? Going first with maybe not a great hand. I'm going to mulligan and at least look for 3 land. Here it is. Okay, here it is. Keeping 6. This would come in as 3. So this would be a 5-drop on turn 3. That's not working. I'll see you again, my friend. Well, this could be bad. Right? Virtue of persistence. Interesting. Let's get after it. Pushing up our Beastcaller. Hitting for 8. Down to 11. Can we find our 4th? Will they play a creature to block? Interesting. Well, I guess. Pushing up the Beastcaller. Activating some additional land. They may want to just kill Kodama, but the Caller is aggressive. Kodama, entering play, they leave it as a 3/3. Interesting. We hit for 7. I don't think they enjoyed that either. Sorry, Dinos. Keeping our hand, here is one of the worst decisions I've ever made. It's actually lost in thought as I started this, so... that does not help. I might just run away from this and pretend I didn't do it. Let's see if it turns around here. No. But it's not like we're playing against a control deck. Is it? Are we? No. No. I mean, if it lives and doesn't get removed and we get our next land, sure. But somehow I doubt it. No way. They definitely have a Liliana. Is this whenever it dies? Yeah. Big money, no whammies. They take Kodama for sure. Wandering Emperor. Did I say Liliana earlier? I meant Wandering Emperor. I feel like I might have said Liliana. Which, she's kind of on my mind as well, but when isn't she, right? Yeah. Interesting. I like Mirrorbox Planeswalkers. I think it's fun. You just need to have it work. We can just destroy it, right? Let's hit for 11. Dropping the walker.
Until next time, then.
I'll play it in spite. Field wipe. We're good to go. See? I mean, I told you I kept that hand because it was so good. What could go wrong? I'm going to look for a more balanced hand. I enjoy this. I'm going to toss the Nexus for now. I mean, I'd like to keep it, but it's not a turn 2, turn 3, turn 4 card for us, really. So there is no need. Is this another mono blue deck? I thought they banned islands. What are they still doing in the game? Interesting. Bro, that's not an island. I can't, in good faith, play Inti just into removal. You know? So, let's wait! Hold up our protection. Sharkadelphia. That's quite cool. Pass over. Removal in 3, 2, 1. A little bit quick on that removal, I think. Spell Pierce? No way. They still get the token. Unfavorable. All right. Land out. If it's a frenzy, I want to have the pack leader out beforehand. Hopefully we don't top deck Thalia. Not Thalia. Pfft. Halana and Alena. Alena and Halana? Halana and Alena. Don't try too hard, HGG. Big money. All whammies. Land we do not need. I am going to save the Devastator, I guess. X equals 4. Ooh. Haughty Jin. Making a splash. Swift Spear too. Push up the pack leader. Toss a land, push up Inti. So at least it's a good trade. We'll get the Jin. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Double blocking? Just single with trample? Okay. Good field state, all things considered, but I think they also have a nice state with card advantage in hand. Yeah. 2 additional cards. Oh! Yeah, you did. Wowzers. Good game. I'm going to let him hit. That was fantastic. I like the Sun's Twilight there. Taking my Durgan. Oh, bro, by all means. Get after it, home dog. Yeah. Going first, hey? With 1 drop, eh? I'll allow it. Yeah? I don't think they will, though. They're maybe not seeming to be so... Oh, here we go. Super interested in the match. They were just in awe. Hey-o! Mono blue decks should be illegal. I guess let's just hold protection. Hit for 2, set tempo. I don't want to cast this. X equals 1 against a blue deck. Which we probably will, and just hold protection. An Inti would be great off the top. I hate my life. They can counter it if they want. Yep. Oh, sure. Makes a lot of sense. Hottie Jin. Okay. Let's push up our wolf. Woof, woof. Hit for 3. We are exposed. They think that they're good to play a Jin now because we used our removal. Luckily, we do run 4 with a second already in hand. Oh. Interesting. Let's Slamadelphia. Down to 10. Some damage out. I'm thinking a secondary pack leader. Drop our protection momentarily. Philadelphia, grabbing a Fading Hope back to bounce one of them. Obviously the one with the counter, that's fine. Not ideal, but, you know, there's 2 creatures there now, right? One remains. Oh! Okay, they're tapped out. Perfect, thank you. For our pleasure. I will attack first, I think, right? Because if they block with the Djinn... Oh, okay, no, they're gonna get it. If we did this first, they'd block with the Prankster anyways, right? And then, you know, this way, we're gonna get it for free if we wait, right? Okay. Sometimes you want to do it first and stop them from blocking. Other times you maybe can get more value potentially if you hold on. So that's great. Going first, very slow start, but going first is cool. Let's see if we can find a 2-drop. No. Uh-oh. Should I dunk on that land? Let's play slow. There may be removal. And this way, you know, if we play back turn, we have protection. Should be fine. There it is. Hello, hello, hello. X equals 0. All right, they're tapped out. We have no protection. So I think it's just an Ash Ketchum moment. Go as big as we possibly can. I don't see it being needed. I'd rather the +1 counter. All right. Hold your breath. Please don't kill Halana. Oh! Getting away with murder. There's no way. If we had protection. Could you imagine? Extra land for a Devastator next turn. Could be pretty cool. I will decline. Oh, we've got the right card. Just a couple extra land. They need to wipe the field. Burn down the house. Easily accessible for them, I believe. It's going to be most of their turn, though. A Taladelphia. Haven't seen that card before. Jace is good. Kumano, probably not, you know, what they wanted to see. You don't know me.
We can improve on your ideas.
All right. X equals 6, of course. Good game. Classic Atali player. On the draw, pretty decent hand. Very late in season. I think it's the last day. We've been experimenting. And for the best, I think. Complacency can kill, right? It very much hinders progress and discovery as well. which I suppose go hand in hand. However, not today. We are after it with a non-Dino Gruul deck. Very exciting stuff. See if we can find our third land. No, we will toss it and look for it. Regardlo. A couple creatures, some removal, some protection. Oh, removal will be important here. We find the land. We'll attack, reduce, and remove. That will push up the pack leader as well, which is great. And this is mana value 4, even though we only spent 3 via the reduction, which is cool. And now we have protection. We're good to go. I'm going to look for a land, I guess. Big money, no whammies. Oh. I will accept my fate and leave that right where it is. What you got, Willis? Oh, nice.
I hope you're ready to lose.
X equals 1 here. Get the extra damage. We're tapped out. Anyways. Down to 7. 3 in hand. No protection up. They make a blocker. Hashtag don't care.
Keep watch for intruders.
Oh, they're getting in. Okay, okay. Up to 11. Protection in hand. Let's just dunk on it, right? I wish I had the land, but it is what it is. Without the creature, this Angel Fire is not great. We push up the pack leader as well. It's pretty good. Last card in hand. What you got, Willis? 3 land and a dream is all we need. On the draw, 3 land. Fine. Let's avoid paying life. Surge Engine. Well, we better watch out. Actually, it's not a bad card. Fairly formidable. Into a shark. Ah, this actually could be bad news bears, right? Just immediately dunk on the shark. Of course. Makes sense to me. Shark is way too good to leave there. And then maybe we get the engine as well. Would not mind. Acceptable. Oh, they did have a Tezzeret on top of the shark. Would have been nasty. I can't believe they left the engine. I think they should have just taken the damage, no? Tez goes up to 5. Pretty aggressive. We have protection. Being a bit of a slow poke here, without doubt. Big draw. Tezzeret, Destroyer of Lands. That's what I always call him. A secondary shark. Oh no. Not a fan. Hold our protection, be safe. Sadly. We have 2. It's okay. Let's see the block. I still need to hold that protection.
My next breakthrough is close.
Okay. We are in danger. Not good. Oh my gosh. All right. It's not great, but it's there. I'm try to pick up Teferi as well. They can instant speed this though. Not ideal. The shark's important to take. This is brutal, but whatever. It was in case they didn't style play.
You won't be spared.
Right, forcing them into it. I am not impressed. I guess we could probably call this game in reality. Right, let's see what we top deck here. But
Results. Keep working.
there is a time where we should, quite frankly, be a realist and reclaim our time. We'd take one for the team, right, on our way out. And just jump into the token there. Good game to use. Interesting build. Nothing too original. Honestly, it's a Gruul modify or Gruul +1/+1 counter deck. Inti, you are a legend. You're such a good card, it's not even funny. Kodama is maybe better than people give it credit for. The fact that it can give trample to everything's pretty cool. 3/3 with reach isn't terrible either. And the land ramp typically isn't really what you need in an aggro deck because you're winning the point, and why do I need this mana anyways? But the Shivan Devastator is good, no? And because of Kodama's trample on modified creatures, now a Tyvar stand with all of that mana is quite lethal as well, and basically it's just acting as a fireball, right? Dumping in extra mana for just direct damage thanks to the trample. So hard to argue with its efficiency, right? This is a very good deck. Of course, you know, it is Magic, so buckle up, but I've been having a lot of luck with it, and I hope that you do as well. Potentially a nice best of 3 build, I've been thinking, in all honesty. Migos, right? The 3 mana 4/4 can destroy artifacts and enchantments primarily, but also can get +2/+2 and menace, which is kind of aggressive as well, I think. And I think there's even potentially vigilance on that somewhere. So do you need it in a best of 1 build? Maybe not. Could we run it? Probably, honestly. I don't think it would be bad. We should maybe run that card. But also, maybe it's just a best of 3 card for when you do need that artifact and enchantment removal. If you have any thoughts, let me know. Hit me up in the comments below. How would you improve the deck? Cheers. Thank you for watching. Of course, if you need any help with your personal deck or the Magic client in general, join our community Discord. It would be my pleasure to help you out. Cheers. I'll see you soon in the next